Buying gifts in this economy? Forget about it. Online at WS. Good Morning LKN starting December 7th through December 22nd.
And now for a look at your
Hello out there in Radio Land. It is Brian Summers. This is Monday. It's the last official Monday in all of the month of November. And so here we are, folks. Here we are live right here out on Radio Road, 1117 Radio Road. It is Monday all day. I'm your host, Brian Summers. This is On the Record, folks, where we come to talk about it, hear about it, and even sometimes we try to be about it, if that's correct grammar. I'm sure my English teacher will call me up and say, that is not correct grammar, young man. But I'm saying to you, good afternoon, and good afternoon, all you folks who are driving home, folks who are returning back from your Thanksgiving break. I hope you get back home safely. I hope you had a great time with your family and friends. I can tell you, I know I had a great time with some family, and my college roommate and his wife came through, had a good time with them. It was awesome. Hadn't seen them in a couple years, and so that was very exciting for me, and just kind of like hung out, and we did really not really anything high strung pretty much at all. We just kind of, he and I caught up, and he's retired from PepsiCo and on his way to the islands because he is from Trinidad, my roommate, and so from college, and so so that was pretty much it. We really had some good time spending together. But again, I'm your host, Brian Summers. This is On the Record. It is this Monday, the 27th of November, and very special day today, folks. I already heard my opening music coming into it. Today is also Berry Gordy, Motown founder, the magic, the miracle, the everything, the folks who made things happen for a lot of us. There would be no Michael Jackson. There'd be no Stevie Wonder. There'd be no Smokey Robinson. There would have been no Jackie Wilson had there not been for Berry Gordy. There would not have been the Supremes, the Four Tops, nor my brothers, the Temptations, had it not been a Berry Gordy. So very thankful that his birthday is today. He is, great senior age. Still looks good, I tell you, but is a 100% vegan. He's been a vegan for the last 10 years of his life for sure, and looks great. So happy birthday out there to Mr. Berry Gordy. Berry Gordy, Motown founder. Happy birthday to you. And this is On the Record. We also have to talk about some of the things, folks. If you want to give me a call here and just kind of give me an engagement as to how your Thanksgiving went, if you want to share some good news or something that you and your family did getting together, you're just happy to see your family members. You're happy to see them go, and then you're even better to see them when they came. So anyway, I had that in reverse. Better to see them come, but you're more happy to see them when they left. Anyway, so if that was the case, I mean, that'd be the case. But you can call up 704-873-1400, 704-873-1400. I am the host here, Brian Summers, all day long here on an hour's worth of radio on WSIC, Statesville's oldest radio station. And we are having a good day. I'm having a great day. Sun is shining. A little bit out back. It's going down. It's almost dusk out here on Radio Road. But I see Joe Berg's Beamer and Tim's Trans Am out back, Corvette. I think that's what that is that Tim has here. And I have a four-legged horse tied up out back. Anyway, just teasing with you. But folks, if you're going up I-40 and 77, you're coming up 77 from the south, be careful in the traffic out there. And if you're coming out 40, you're on your way home this evening driving, please be careful on the roads. Get there safely. It is more important that you arrive alive than you arrive early. I promise you. Those who really want to see you will want to see you in one whole piece versus broken up or leaning or staking over you or either planting flowers on top of you at the same time. But anyway, you can give me a call, 704-873-1400. Want to know from you also, too, there are some interesting things happening here for the second week in a row. The Statesville Police Department, the Iredell County Sheriff's Department have just been doing a phenomenal. I say this, and if somebody has an issue with it, you can call me up. You can meet me out back if you like. But drugs in our community for 2 weeks straight for the last 10 to 15 days. Iredell County Sheriff's Department and the help of Statesville PD as well as surrounding jurisdictions have been doing a heck of a job of getting and sourcing these illegal drugs off the streets of Statesville. And yes, I say that because Iredell County sheriffs have been leading in the narcotics takedown of these evil people who pass through our county, who pass through our neighborhoods, who move into neighborhoods and put this garbage on the street. And yes, I call it garbage, and I'm big enough to stand behind calling it garbage because that's just what it is. Fentanyl. Fentanyl is taking out kids. Fentanyl is taking out your sons and daughters. Fentanyl is making them zombies to this awful, awful drug. And you don't know what's in it. You don't know how strong it is. And it is literally killing people. A arrest took place over the weekend where the sheriff's department had a overdose case back in the early part of the fall in August, and toxicology all came back, showed the source of what was in this victim's system. And they went back through their tools of doing what they do as police and sheriff, and they sourced out and found out who the supplier was. They busted the supplier, the person who sold it, the person who funneled it in. They got all three of them. And I say hats off to the Iredell County Sheriff's Department, hats off to Statesville Police Department, hats off to you all working together to get this garbage off the street. It is very important. This holiday season, nobody wants to say goodbye or bury a son or a daughter or a granddaughter behind this addiction to drugs, this addiction to this meth, addiction to fentanyl. It is a killer. It is a deadly killer, and you have no idea what you're putting in your veins. You have no idea what you're smoking in a pipe. You have no idea what you're using to just vape with at all, and the effects it'll have on you. It will take you out of here. And so continued good work to the Iredell County Sheriff's Department, continued good work to the Statesville Police Department, and I'm going to shout you out every time I can, all the time I can, when you all are doing absolutely the right thing and getting this garbage off the streets. And I don't care who likes it or does not like it. I'm going to speak on it because it's my microphone and I got a big enough voice and a mouth to say it, and I can back it up as well too. All right, so what else going on? There was a we're still some good news. Let's just talk about some good news for a minute. So we'll get away from me ranting all about the drugs. Let's talk about some good news. Some good news is in the Middle East conflict between Israel and Hamas, Saturday was a day of truce. Saturday was a day that the first 12 hostages on the Israeli side were released for 100 Palestinians who were in prison or jail. I'm not sure how fair that was, but I guess when you value life, you will do whatever you can to get, and you value that life, that's what you'll do. So I don't have any issue with that. I just don't know how fair it was to give 10 and they got 100 released and we get 10 more. So, but it's not for me to try to advise the Israeli parliament at all or government. So, but anyway, so they started that. So there was it's been a truce of bombings or a truce of just Israel being aggressive for the next 4 or 5 days, and they've got this continuation because the talks are going. They're getting humanitarian aid in, and I think that the problem is, folks, that there are these splinter groups in Hamas. They seized the opportunity, went out and grabbed Israeli citizens, and are holding them for themselves. So Hamas says, yeah, we have 110, but your other 150 are held by these other smaller, terrorist cells operating in Gaza. That is the problem. And so the Israeli government is saying, look, Hamas, you started this, and it's up to you because you're going to get the blame for what all these other little terror groups are doing. And so you're the ones who want this negotiation. You all want the aid for your people, but you're going to have to go out and find out and round up all these little terror cells that you've given aid to, and now bring them in and tell them what they have to do. Anyway, this is Brian Summers, who's been on the record. Be right back after the break. We'll keep talking good things, good folks. Happy Monday, everybody. Brian Summers on the record. Be right back.
keep it. Your host, Brian Summers, on the new 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Folks, good afternoon, folks. Good afternoon, and welcome back to On the Record with Brian Summers. As we were going off the air, I was talking about everything that was going on, really, particularly over there in Israel, in the Gaza Strip area. Can hardly be called that anymore because now it's just been really leveled and almost plummeted out there because of the ongoing conflict between Israel and the Hamas organization, if you can call it that, there in the Gaza area. But anyway, again, I've stated, and I take this position that most certainly Israel has a right to exist, as well as the Palestinian people have a right to have land as well too. So I believe that the two states can exist. That is the right, humane thing to do. I cannot be pro-life and only be pro one side versus that the other. Life is precious all over the place, and I never want anybody to call me a hypocrite because I was only for life when it mattered to, no, I am for life because most certainly I can tell you that the good Creator, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, gave me a second chance at life. And so I am for life. I am for life. I am a humanitarian, and I believe in that. And I strongly believe in that, and especially when it comes to children. And really even more so looking to the elderly who really need our help in our society and in our community right now. I can tell you, people, if you ever thought about and you had some time to look at a worthwhile organization to really help out and give. And I know you guys hear me talk about the library, the Iredell County Public Library, the Iredell County Public Library a lot, but I should also tell you guys about I think it's just a phenomenal organization. I wish they could give out 3 meals a day, but they do 1 meal a day. It is Meals on Wheels in this community, folks. I cannot tell you, I have been out through my Rotary, the Greater Rotary of Statesville. I have participated in going out, giving out meals to seniors in our community, those who are homebound, can't get out, no way of probably having a meal for themselves. We're providing that 1 meal, which in my heart tells me is not enough. I see the meal, and there's no way in anything that is enough food. So I think there's some things we can do. People talk about how, we love to come together, and we do. We are a very giving community. Statesville, Iredell County is a very giving community. Mooresville, Troutman, Harmony, Lake Norman, for sure, Huntersville, Cornelius. We are very much a giving community. Love Valley, all the way up, Union Grove, for sure. Yes, so we are a very loving community. And so, but anyway, I wanted to just say, if you get a chance, support Meals on Wheels, folks. Meals on Wheels, Google it, look it up in your community, look up in your town. They get 1 meal a day. It would be great if somehow that once a day meal could really turn into 3 meals a day. There's a breakfast, a lunch, and an evening program somewhere. So I don't know, if my number should ever come up and there's some things I could do, I would build a safe place for kids to play and be kids. I would make sure that seniors in our country, North Carolina Statesville, particularly first starting here, could have a meal, 3 square meals a day. Even people in jail, they get 3 square meals a day. But we've got seniors who have worked and maybe don't have a retirement, maybe don't have nothing but a fixed income, surely on Social Security. And so, what, they have any Medicare, no medical insurance. But yeah, I just think there's a way. We've got, we say we are believers in this country. We say that we're believers in this community. But there is a segment of our population that is living well below the poverty line. And I am not some free heart liberal. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. That ain't my politics, and you know it. And if you think it is, you know where you can meet me at, and you know better than that. I am only simply saying that I got a conscience, and I, as a father, grown man, a sensible, responsible citizen, don't need to see my neighbor going hungry. Don't need to see the person down the street going hungry. And I don't mean somebody who's able to go out and work, and I don't mean anybody's going out and buying a carton of cigarettes and getting a T-bone steak and all that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about senior citizens who are homebound, who get 1 meal a day through Meals on Wheels in our community. That's who I'm talking about. Somebody got an issue with it, you can most certainly call me. But if I got enough that I'm going to share, I'm going to share. If I got enough I'm going to give, I'm going to give. So anyway, enough with that. But I was just talking about the things going on and what was happening in the Palestinian area and the Israeli conflict also. So there is a chance that there could be, through the government of Qatar, there's a chance that there could be an extended 3-day pause in the conflict between Israel and Hamas. There could be an extended 3-day pause to continue talks, negotiating to get a return of all of the hostages. Please, all of the hostages. We want them all returned. We want every hostage returned, and we want those hospitals to kind of be left hands off. But they cannot be places where Hamas can be hiding out, or people who support and sponsor Hamas cannot be taking up refuge inside hospitals inside of Gaza. That's just that's not going to work. But we've got to have a right way of doing this. I'm not quite sure where the current presidential, the White House's situation is on this, or where I know that President Biden dispatched Secretary of State Anthony Blinken back over to the Middle East today. And he's going over there, and so we'll see. But anyway, we want to get peace going. We need to get that going. We need to get some resolution and kind of get back to taking care of American citizens first. We're giving a lot of aid overseas. I understand that. But there are people right here within our borders who have paid taxes, who have worked their life contributing to the buildup of this country, and we can't take care of them. And that's a shame. That's a shame. So billions of dollars going everywhere else out of the U.S., but I'm talking about right here at home. So somebody's got to help make that make sense to me. We can be the leaders in the world, but we've got to be leaders at home first. That's my personal belief. You got an issue with it, you know what you can do. Call me up, 704-873-1400. You be bold, you be bad, give me a call, 704-873-1400. And anyway, what else going on? So there were 3 college students who were shot. 3 Palestinian children, college students, 3 young men up in Vermont who were walking back from a bowling party on Saturday afternoon. They were just shot. And they're all 3 students of Trinity College, Brown University up there, and they are all in ICU critical condition. Police have arrested a suspect in that, and we'll see where that goes. But folks, this violence, and I say this violence on both sides has got to stop. That's not where we are as a people. It does nothing but, I think, fuel the hate that some people want to have and keep going, but that's not who we are. We do not raise our children to do this. We do not raise our neighbors to be this way, and we don't live in communities that thrive to have this kind of stuff going on. So violence is never the way. Violence is never the way, although you do have a right to defend yourself. I firmly believe in that. Anyways, you can give me a call, 704-873-1400. Call me up, 1400 AM, 100.7 FM, Statesville, 105.9 Statesville, and all other places in between. Give me a call, 704-873-1400. Brian Summers for On the Record. If you have a chance, and if you've been able to realize there is a couple different good events going on. I thought they were really newsworthy coming up this coming weekend. I think there's a tree lighting ceremony taking place. The Troutman Town Parade is Saturday. Troutman Town Parade is taking off this Saturday. I'm going to get that Duck White back in here. We can figure out and get all this good information out there. I'm thinking it is sometime mid-afternoon on Saturday there for the town of Troutman. They're having their annual Christmas parade. And then there is a Third Creek Elementary School, kindergarten, first grade, and second grade. They're doing a holiday performance Tuesday, December 5th from 5 to 7:30. Tuesday, December 5th from 5 to 7:30. And this is going to be, folks, you're going to like this a lot. It's going to be at Northview Church of Christ, 2615 Amity Hill Road, Statesville. And that is the Third Creek Elementary, kindergarten, first grade, second grade. They're going to do a holiday performance. I think it'll be great to see the kids. Go out and support the kids. Food will be served, holiday activities from 5 to 6 p.m., K through 2 holiday performance and holiday activities going on. And that's going to be at Northview Church of Christ. That is December 5th from 5 to 7:30. So anyway, good stuff going on in the community, folks. Get a chance. Let's go out and support some good things, encourage our kids. We have to be the examples that we expect kids to do better in our society and in the world. They have to see adults being that way themselves. And so I'm a firm believer of trying to be the example. Can't always get it right, can't always be perfect, no. And kids are going to see you not being perfect at various times. And, you know, it's the part of growing and becoming an adult that you're not going to get everything right. You're not going to do everything right. And so, but I think it's very important that we support kids, support children, and get out there and do it. So these kids are doing something to lift up little voices, to put on a holiday performance. The least we can do is go out. It doesn't cost anything to go and support them and be nice, but that's what's needed. A little love, kindness in this current environment is something so very needed for sure, especially after what's all going on in the world itself. And kids are looking, and they can see this, folks. So if you get a chance, go on out there, Northview Church of Christ, December 5th, 5 to 7:30, and support what is going on and what is happening there. I did have a tree lighting set up here, and I think it's the city of Statesville going to be having their tree lighting at some point in time here. I got that information. I saw an email come across my desk. I have to wait to get to the break and figure out where it is and get back into it. But anyway, I know they're setting up things because just outside of where I live, they're right there on the lawn right there. They were putting up the Christmas tree there at the old courthouse building right there in the northwest corner of the courthouse yard lawn there. They're putting up, Statesville City's putting up its Christmas tree and going to have a tree lighting ceremony. So that's good stuff. That's what's going on. Here we go. Something else too. Free admission. This is the Grinch. It says the alfalfa who stole the alpaca who served Christmas. All right, Grinch Christmas, and it's free. It's 12/2/23 from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and it's going to be held at the Wellville. Boy, what is this? This is Whoville. Oh man, this is
1059 100.7 WSIC.
All righty, folks, here we are back here live this afternoon here, this last Monday for the month of November. Oh, it's not the last Monday. I've got another one to get through. Nope. No, this is this is the last Monday of the month of November for 2023, folks. And boy, this time has went by between August and now we're coming almost to the end of November here. And time has waited for nobody. Anyway, some good things was going into. We're talking about some activities, some events going on within various parts of the city, community going on. I know the tree lighting in Statesville is going to take place. I know the town of Trotman is going to have its parade Saturday also going on. And so it's a lot of different things happening here. And we always, of course, like to get your community news and community information when you have it. We ask you share it with us. Just email us right here at social@wsicnews.com, at social@wsicnews.com. That is how you can reach us here. And it's always good stuff. And it's always my pleasure if I get something directly personal to me to try to really share it. And I've got a lot of folks who shared some information and various things going on and happening within the community with me a lot. And it's very touching when I get that from folks because I really appreciate each and every one of you out there who really take the time to reach out and say, hey, this is happening in my church or in my community, or can I just simply say what a fabulous preacher or minister I have at my church, or somebody significant in my community is doing an awesome job. And I just want you to shout them out, Brian, give them a hello, give them an attaboy, a thumbs up. Absolutely, we can do that on the radio. We're here to build bridges, folks. That's what we do here. This is on the record. Yes, that's what it is called, but we are really here to be a community advocate, a community where the people in the community can come and really hear and get information, exchange information, do it respectfully, do it in a good manner, do it in a good way. But we're really here to build bridges. That was my heart and commitment when I came back here to Iredell County, Statesville, to my hometown after retiring, was that I wanted to do something to be a contributor, to try to lift up, encourage, and be something good to my community. Be something good to my community, as I think my grandma would say and my great-grandma would say, to go be good, boy. Absolutely. And so I think I've tried to do that. I've tried to do that in so many ways. And I look to you folks out there to help kind of make that happen with us. We don't always get all the information we need, but we surely count anything that you do share with us. I will say again, happening tomorrow at Sharps Cafe out on Crawford Road at 4 p.m. There's going to be a Bible study, folks. There's a Bible study that goes on, and it is being held. It's a reminder of Bible study tomorrow. Bring a friend. We look forward to seeing you, and that's at Sharps on Crawford Road. That's Pastor Scott Townsell out there, a friend of mine. I call him a friend. He is the coordinator and leader of that group there at Sharps Cafe on Crawford Road. 4 p.m. every other Tuesday, folks. 4 p.m. every other Tuesday, they go in there and study the Word of God. I hope that after the new year, when my time here changes and I am free in the afternoons and evenings, I will be able to make some of those Bible studies as I will be, with the good Lord's help and will, I'll be going to the morning time starting on January the 1st here, January 2nd, really. But I'll be going the morning time from 9 to 11 a.m. And so we'll see how that goes. I'd like to make one of Scott Townsell's Bible studies there in Sharps Cafe, folks, out on Crawford Road. Sharps out on Crawford Road, 4 p.m. tomorrow, November 28th. It's happening. And those folks out there, Amanda, they're great people. And I've gotten to know them, and they're very well. And Wendy and Tish Aber out there are really, really, really good folks. And so anyway, good things happening in our community. There is also something else happening within our community, too, as it was shared with me. It talks about the fact that a quote somebody passed on and wanted to share, and it said that happening on this Saturday at 8 a.m., there's a Christmas bazaar going on, and it is at Monticello Methodist Church. Monticello Methodist at 308 Island Ford Road, Statesville, Christmas Bazaar, and that is Saturday, 8 a.m., Monticello Methodist, right out there, folks. You can check it out and get to it. Monticello Methodist Church, it is 308 Island Ford Road, and it's going to be at 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., a Christmas Bazaar. So you want something to do and get into, that's one thing you can surely check out and get into. I know a couple folks that go to church out there. Also happening, Candlelit Journey Through Bethlehem, Saturday, December 16th at 6 p.m., and that is at Trinity Methodist Church, 106 Trinity Road, Trinity Methodist Church, 106 Trinity Road, Statesville, Candlelit Journey Through Bethlehem. And there are hot chocolate and lots of good things, it says hot chocolates and s'mores and all that good stuff. So anyway, cool events going on in our community, folks. Saturday, December 16th at 6 p.m., Trinity Methodist Church is what's going on. And we got some more good things here going on. Bethel United Methodist Church, that one's date passed already. Come to Bethlehem. Here it is. Fairview Baptist Church, 349 Turnersburg Highway. They're going to have a Come to Bethlehem Friday, December 8th at 7 p.m., Saturday, December 9th at 2 p.m., Sunday, December 10th at 6 p.m. Come to Bethlehem. And that's mark your calendars now. Free musical drama, Fairview Baptist Church, 349 Turnersburg Highway, folks. Very welcoming people out there. Great community of folks out there. They really know how to make you feel special and welcome when you go out and visit. I have visited Fairview Baptist, and I know that the people out there and the heart of that community right away is very good. You will enjoy yourself. Something to do. You got 3 days to take up. Come to Bethlehem. Friday, December 8th, 7 o'clock. Saturday, December 9th at 2 o'clock. Sunday, December 10th at 6 p.m. So come to Bethlehem, folks, and that's going on right there in our community. I love it when I get these emails and they come through and they say, hey, Brian, can you share this on the air? And absolutely, that's what we are here to do, to connect communities. But I also want to hear from you all, too. Give me a call, 704-873-1400, 704-873-1400. Love to hear from you. And then there's something here else from the American Red Cross. That is it. It's just this time of year, too, folks. Also think about giving blood. It's very important that you give and support your local Red Cross. If there is a blood drive in the community, you know, holidays are the times when there are a lot more natural disasters and events that happen where there is such a need for good, clean, fresh blood. I would say fresh blood, no pun intended, but for the blood supply to be rapidly available so they can get to it. And so the holidays, people don't really think too much about, I'm going to go donate blood over Christmas or Thanksgiving break, but it's highly critical. It's very important. And I cannot tell you, I am a donor myself, as I have been in the Red Cross Champions for Life. For donating as often as I could, as often as I'm supposed to. I actually even learned how to give plasma, to donate plasma as well. And so that's, I learned about that, and I had to grow into that because I didn't really understand how that worked, but I laid down and I trusted my attendant, and so I'm still here, and the blood's still flowing. So here we are. Let's see what else we got going on, folks. 704-873-1400. Share with me what's happening in your community, going on at your church, and then we'll come right back on the other side. I've got tons of birthdays to get away. Goodness gracious. I've been away for 2 extra days last week, and then, of course, we missed Thursday and Friday. We've got a ton of birthdays that we just, people out there, please forgive me on the birthdays. It was not, don't charge it to my heart. It was the head that really did it. But I'll do my best to catch back up on all the birthdays. We've got tons of birthdays to go through, and we'll get through them here real fast. I see. I'll start some of them right now. We'll move right along until the break comes up, and then we'll get right back into it. All right, this is on the Record with Brian Summers. Here we go. So the birthday drum roll. Harold Yunt. Harold Yunt, who's from Statesville, is a friend of mine on Facebook. And, oh, boy, and this is a good guy I know, Donald Archer Jr. Happy birthday to you, Donald Archer Jr. Happy birthday to Harold Yunt. William Danny Hunnell, happy birthday to you. Gloria Boone, happy birthday to you as well. Tracy Still, happy birthday. Emily Henry, happy birthday. Rick Howard, happy birthday to you. Arika Bland, happy birthday to you. Ramon Periata, Alpha Phi Alpha, happy birthday to you. Barry Reed, happy birthday to you. Joanne Johnson, happy birthday. Lisa Shell, happy birthday. Tammy White, oh yeah, I knew Tammy grew up with her and her brother and cousin Cecil, happy birthday, Tammy White. Lori Abamino, I know her as well. She's over in Raleigh, happy birthday, Lori. We got Eric Perez Presley, happy birthday. Who else we got here? We got Fox Clyde Lisa. Lisa Clyde Fox, happy birthday to him as well. Clark Burkett, down there at the church in Troutman, happy birthday to you, brother. Terry Joe Ireland, happy birthday. Lisa Brown, happy birthday to you as well. This is Brian Summers for On the Record. Be right back.
Theo 4. It's on the record on the new 1059 100.7 WSIC.
All righty, folks, we're good back. Boy, I tell you, either I'm doing a whole lot of talking or this hour just zooms right on by, but it is already 12 minutes before the top of the hour here. Brian Summers here for On the Record, and I was going to get into, Frank, a little bit of some local news that was going on, but my internet just really went real sketchy here for a moment. Not quite sure what happened, but anyway, we'll try to move right along. I was in the middle of sharing with you some birthdays because I had like 3 days of birthdays. I'm going to really be honest and do these folks justice because these are folks who sent me replies for their birthday, and I'm going to do my best to do right by them and really give them their just due. Friends of mine, folks I've known and have gotten to know over the years. So I think I stopped at Clark Paquette, whose birthday was November 26th. Happy birthday to you, good brother out there. Terry Joe Ireland, happy birthday to you. Lisa Griffin Brown, happy birthday. Mark Makowskowitz, happy birthday. Mark and Jean Ann Figueroa, happy birthday to you as well. Angela Ireland, happy birthday to you. Julie Owens, happy birthday to you. Jennifer Sutton, happy birthday to you. I remember Jennifer. I knew Jennifer, worked with her on the campaign. Shanice Tyler, up in Mount Vernon, New York, happy birthday to you. Denise Payne, happy birthday to you. Kevin Harwood, happy birthday. Lynette Moore, happy birthday to you. Pam Sharp, I grew up with her. Pam Sharp from over on Poplar Branch area, happy birthday to you, Pam. My cousin Jordan Lackey, cousin of mine, happy birthday, cousin Jordan Lackey, and your twin Justin Lackey, happy birthday to you two cousins of mine on that Lackey side. Trenham Boggs down in South Carolina, happy birthday to you. Treva Miller Saunders, happy birthday to you. Don Feder, happy birthday to you. William Saunders, happy birthday. Rachel Murphy, happy birthday. Thomas McDaniels, happy birthday to you. Pastor over at Cochran Street Church. Lisa Grohl Oswald, happy birthday to you. Dion Stutz, happy birthday to you. Carol Roby Brown, happy birthday. Donna Adams Smith, happy birthday. Susan Irvin Armis, happy birthday to you. Susan Irvin, she serves on the Pharaohs board with me. Susan Irvin does. And then again, my cousin Justin Lackey, happy birthday. Jennifer Jones, happy birthday. Mary Lacey Johnson, classmate, class of 1989, Statesville High School. Happy birthday, Mary Lacey. We didn't forget about you. Patrick Burchett, happy birthday to you. Elon Cowan from South Iredale, happy birthday to you. Alexandra Livingston and Heather Cutler, happy birthday. Let's see, John Rapperspeed, happy birthday to you. Oh boy, and my grandmother, Miss Nancy Gwaltney, had a birthday 3 days ago. Nancy Gwaltney, absolutely. Anybody's ever in the Statesville Grenadier Band from 1974 on would know who Miss Gwaltney was. Mom Gwaltney for sure, my grandmother. Happy birthday to you. Dianca McLean, happy birthday to you. She was in band with me at Statesville too, and her sister Leonka as well too. Courtney Shadag, happy birthday to you. Stacy Edwards, the wife of our illustrious Iredell County Sheriff, Stacy Edwards Campbell, happy birthday to you. Janae Vargas, happy birthday. Peter Schneider, happy birthday. Roger Parks, Tracy Jenkins, Doug Finley, classmate of mine, Statesville High School, happy birthday. Whew, boy, I got them all in, folks. If I missed anybody, please charge it to the head, not the heart. I did not mean to miss anybody. Happy birthday. Birthdays are very special. I hope you all, people are rounded out for birthday. Harold Yunt, you out there for sure. Donald Archer, you out there as well, too. I hope you got to spend your birthdays and the holidays together and that people really celebrated you all the way around because it really does matter. And even the littlest thing really matters to someone who may not have somebody to recognize and celebrate them for their birthday. So if you got one, nothing is too big, nothing is too small, but it matters if you make somebody feel like they're loved. And I can't say that enough. And that's, I think that having this position here behind the microphone, if I can share a little kindness, share a little love, and try to really bring some true harmony to this world and be the best example that I can be. Not that I'm the perfect one, but I'll try to be the best example that I can be. Then that's what I'm going to try to do. I know I glance and look out there in the back parking lot just to make sure nobody ain't pulled up on me. Anyway, but no, seriously though, folks, it really matters. So if you got some birthdays you want to share, reach out to me, Brian at WSICnews.com, Brian at WSICnews.com. Shoot me an email. Say hi, say hello, say, yeah, good deal, thumbs up, Brian, no, thumbs down. but you can surely reach out to me for your birthdays, anniversaries. Things are a lot challenging in our world right now today. We got high prices on gas, and inflation is affecting everything you might want to buy from the household. Families, the income is not growing, or money doesn't seem to go as far as it did before or a year before. So we got some challenges. We've got elections going on, so we've got some things going on that really to have us really think about what really matters and to look at the bigger picture out there in society. What really matters? What are we looking for? I know that people look to see what's happening in the world, in Ukraine and over in the Gaza Strip area, and what's happening on the continent of Africa. I don't think everybody knows there's a war going on there with Uganda and Niger, Sudan. There are wars going on the continent of Africa, just as brutal, not probably as much military strength as what's going on in Gaza or, say, the Ukrainian area. But there's war going on. There's war going on, folks, and we should really be trying to seek peace in this world. But I don't have all the answers. I don't profess to have all the answers, but I keep on trying. And, none of us get everything we want and things right 100%. But we have to keep trying to really be the best example. At least that's what I try to firmly believe, that I want to be the best example that I can, especially for my daughter. She's a young adult, and I can't, try and show her and guide and be a source of influence in her life as she, as a young lady makes her life and making her own decisions. But she's got to also look to see some kind of examples, from a dad, from a guy, from a man, of things right and wrongs and what expectations. I think that's probably the term I'm trying to get out at. So, but we've got work to do in our society, and it begins with us. Each one of us going to church every Sunday. We are in church and we're sitting and we're listening, and I think that what we hear from the minister should convict our hearts to want to do the right thing. Should convict our hearts to want to turn and make a difference. What are we doing? We go in, we sit down, we hear a Sunday message, and we get up and we go home. Yet we go on the week doing nothing different in our lives. We go out of church sometimes and go out to eat and at a restaurant or wherever we are, and we are not doing anything different at all, as if we've not heard anything the past hour, the past 2 hours, the past 3 hours, to where God is working and talking to us about what he wants us to do and where we should be going and what we should be doing and what is our role here in society. What is our role here within the community? And I think it's a right question to ask. We had elections 2 weeks ago. We had elections 4 weeks ago. Did you get what you voted for, and are you getting what you voted for? We had elections a year ago here in our community. And has there been any change since you went in and cast your vote last May and last July, and then this past last November, and then again you're going to cast your vote again this coming next year in 24. But have you get anything was there anything that was pressing you to go to the polls to vote? Did you get all that you wanted? Have you gotten all you wanted? Are you getting the representation that you wanted? Is the person who ran doing what they ran on, saying what they said? Are they reporting back to you? They were in your face when the whole time they were running for office. Now they're you can't find them. And if you do, they're promoting themselves. So what is it, folks? Who are we accountable to? And look around all the people who jumped out and ran in races last year in our community. I say particularly here in Statesville. And as soon as the election was over, they just kind of went away and sleeked back into the shadows and, but while the whole time they were all about themselves out there pushing and trying to get in your face to be distractors, folks. That's what you have sometimes. You have people who are distractors. They have no intent on governing. They have no intent on running. They have no intent on even winning. They just want to be enough of a distractor to make sure that you don't win, to make sure that they can drown out or they can take a vote away or they can be a disruptor. And yes, you have grown disruptors within communities. I'll say it, and I can back it up. If anybody don't like it, you know where to find me. Hey, But anyway, it's just something to think about. Where are we with our politics right now? Where are we in our country right now? and what says a lot about the things that are happening. We managed to put off a government shutdown till January, but that's just kicking the can down the road. You know, we really haven't solved anything. So we got some work to do, folks. You know, taxes are going up, property taxes are where they are. And so, but we're not taking much home. So a lot of things to think about, a lot of things to put on your mind. And but that's what we're here for. I'll be back here tomorrow, Lord's willing, for sure, on the record with Brian Summers. You can call me up if you want to, 704-873-1400. You can tell me I was right, I was wrong, or maybe I was on the mark. I don't know. But I'm willing to listen to you because I don't know everything, but I know something, and I'm willing to listen to you. And you can always call, and we can have a discussion. We can have a chat. We can have a talk. And I'm willing to hear from you and want to hear from you on just what you think on the state of things here in our city, Iredell County, our county, city of Statesville, city of Troutman, city of Mooresville, Lake Norman. Let us know. Harmony, Love Valley. Come on, folks. Talk to me out there. So anyway, something to think about this week. And, of course, we'll be having our trivia question for the week. We'll be doing our Chick-fil-A winner of the week at the end of this week, too. Also have something from Sharps Cafe that we'll be doing as well. And then I got to talk to you about the 12 Days of Christmas, which is going to be starting December 7th. 12 Days of Christmas here on WSIC. Go to WSICnews.com and follow the prompts on there for the information for all the great things that you can get. 12 Days of Christmas. We'll be here. Jingle bells, all that good stuff. WSIC. This is where it's at, folks. This is where it's happening. And this is me, Brian Summers, your host on the record. Be right back tomorrow. God bless. Bye-bye.